Hello students, how are you all? I hope all of you are safe and healthy at your home, having good time with your family and enjoying the monsoon season. If you observe around yourself, then the cloudy sky, that falling raindrops, it just creates a cool and calm environment, right? Which we would love to enjoy. We would love to enjoy the sound of raindrops. So, in last video lecture, we discussed exercise question answers, its solutions, right? In this video lecture, we would be discussing your worksheet, its question answer and solutions. So here, first question is, lightning can be seen at the moment when it occurs. Paheli observes lightning in her area. She hears the sound 5 seconds after she observed lightning. How far is she from the place where lightning occurs? So here you are given only one data, that sound reaches to Paheli after 5 seconds of lightning, okay? लाइटनिंग के होने के 5 सेकंड के बाद उसे जो साउंड है वो सुनाई देता है. तो पहेली जो लाइटनिंग जहाँ हो रहे वहाँ से कितनी दूर है. So you need to find out the distance between the place of lightning and Paheli where she is standing, okay? So how would you find it? So here in question itself you are given that lightning occurs here. So speed of light you can take as a reference here and you can apply formula of speed. So how we are going to solve it? Let us see in this solution. Here first question can be solved as it is given in this page, that speed is equal to distance upon time. That is the formula for speed. And speed of light, basically it is 3 lakh kilometer per second, or you can write 3 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer per second. We are not going to convert it into meter per second, but wherever it is required and you are asked particular data and that to be found out into meter, then you need to convert it, but right now we can keep it as it is. So speed is 3 lakh kilometer per second is equal to distance upon time. So distance we need to find out and time given is 5 seconds. So distance is equal to 3 lakh into 5, that would give us 15 lakh kilometer, or you can write 15 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer. So we found out the distance. So Paheli is 15 into 10 raised to 5 kilometer away from the place of lightning. So this is how you are going to solve this numerical, where you need to apply formula for speed, that is equal to distance upon time. Now question number 2 is, does part of our body vibrate when we speak? Name that part. So answer is yes, when we speak part of that body vibrates. And the name of that part is larynx, okay? Or other name is voice box, which is bigger in case of men and smaller in case of female and children. Now, third question is again a numerical. An object is vibrating at the rate of 50 hertz, then what is its time period? अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट है जिसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी 50 हर्ट्ज है तो टाइम पीरियड क्या होगा? सो बेसिकली टाइम पीरियड इट्स फॉर्मूला इज इक्वल टू 1 अपॉन एफ. Time period is equal to 1 upon frequency. So here we have written 1 upon 50 in place of f. So it would be 2 upon 100 and we can just write it's equal to 0.02 second, 0.02 second. So that is the time period. Now question number 4 is, name two musical instruments which produce sound by vibrating strings. So you need to write two examples in which string is responsible for producing sound. So that can be guitar and sitar. You can have many other examples. Right now we are asked for two, so we are writing these two example, that is guitar and sitar. Now question number 5 is, simple pendulum makes 10 oscillation in 20 seconds. What is the time period and frequency of its oscillation? So here you are given that 10 oscillations are done in 20 seconds. So you can find out that in 1 second how many oscillations are there. That would give you the frequency, okay? You remember that we defined frequency, that frequency means number of oscillations per second. So here you are given in 20 seconds 10 oscillations are there. So you can find out that per second how many oscillations are done. So let us see how it can be solved. First of all, you will find frequency and then time period. So 10 oscillation in 20 seconds, then how many oscillations in 1 second? So you can write frequency is equal to 10 upon 20, that means 1 half hertz. As you know that it takes 20 seconds to complete 10 oscillations. So in 1 second 2 oscillations are there, so frequency is half hertz. Now time period can be found out by just taking inverse of given frequency, so that is 1 upon 1 half. That would give you time period of 2 seconds. Got it, students? Next is question number 6. So question number 6 is, we have learned that vibration is necessary for producing sound. Explain why the sound produced by every vibrating body cannot be heard by us. We learned that vibration is responsible for production of sound. But why each and every sound cannot be heard by us? So reason for that is, sometimes that sound is not fitting to the range of audible sound. Okay, human ear can hear the sound which are between 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. If they are below 20 Hz or they are above 20,000 Hz, then human ear cannot sense that sound. Okay, students? Now, question number 7. Suppose a stick is struck against a frying pan in vacuum. Will the frying pan vibrate? Will we be able to hear the sound? Explain. So, here main condition given here is that frying pan is struck with the stick and it vibrates, but sound waves cannot travel in a vacuum, because here you are given condition that you have struck that frying pan in a vacuum. So you know that sound waves cannot travel in vacuum, so we would not be able to hear the sound. Clear? सो वैक्यूम में अगर साउंड वेव ट्रैवल ही नहीं कर पाएंगे तो हमारे ईयर तक भी नहीं पहुंच पाएंगे, एंड सिंपली वी कैन नॉट लिसन दैट साउंड. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, क्वेश्चन नंबर 8. Two astronauts are floating in the space. Two astronauts are floating close to each other in space. Can they walk to each other? Can they talk to each other without using any special device? Give reasons. So here answer is no, they cannot talk to each other, as in space vacuum is there and sound waves cannot travel in vacuum. Again the reason is same. Here astronauts are in space and we know that in space vacuum is there. Okay? There is no medium in space, but it is vacuum, and in vacuum sound waves cannot travel. So simply they would need a special device to talk to each other. Okay, now question number 9. We have a stringed musical instrument. The string is plugged in the middle, first with the force of a greater magnitude and then with a force of smaller magnitude. In which case would the instrument produce a louder sound? So here you are given two situations that we have a stringed instrument. First of all, we will pluck that string with greater force, and in second case, we will pluck the same string with less force. And we will check that in both the case the loudness of sound. So it would be greater in case of uh, in first case where we pluck the string with greater magnitude. Okay. So your answer would be that sound produced would be louder in the first case where we plug the string with greater magnitude. Here you can see how you are going to write it. When string is plucked and leaved with great force, it will vibrate more and produce loud sound. Now question number 10 is, which type of sound is called music? So you can say any pleasant sound, whether it is produced from musical instrument or simply it is pleasant to hear, then it is music. Okay, so same is given here, that any pleasant sound from musical instrument is called music. And next question is, what is amplitude? So amplitude means maximum distance traveled by vibrating body. Okay, whenever vibrations are going on, at that time particles of a medium, they are moving to and fro. So whatever maximum distance traveled by that particles is known as amplitude of vibration or amplitude of sound wave. Okay, now question number 12 is, what is vibration? You know that vibration is very important for production of sound. If vibrations are not there, sound would not be produced, right? So what is vibration? So vibration is nothing but it's periodic back and forth motion of sound waves by crest and troughs in periodic fashion. So vibration is periodic back and forth motion or kind of oscillatory motion, you can say. Sound waves, they travel in form of crest and troughs in periodic fashion, means with higher amplitude, with lower amplitude, and in that fashion that sound waves would travel. Now question number 13 is, which type of sound is called noise? तो किस तरह के साउंड को हम नॉइज बोलेंगे, वी लर्न अबाउट दैट इन आवर 6th lecture probably. So any unpleasant sound is called noise, which is not desired by any human ear. So that type of sound is known as noise. Question number 14. What are ultrasonic waves? So ultrasonic waves are waves which have frequency greater than 20,000 hertz, or you can say frequency greater than 20 kilohertz, are called ultrasonic waves. So these are ultrasonic waves, and do you know that ultrasonic waves are having their particular use? Okay, so this waves, they are used in various fields. They are having greater applications, and this sound cannot be heard by human ear as they are having frequency beyond the audible sound range. You know that audible sound range is between 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, and ultrasonic waves have frequency greater than 20 kilohertz. So human ear cannot sense these ultrasonic waves. Clear? Now last question, question number 15 is, what is an echo? Whenever you move to any place which is empty or kind of a valley is there from mountain area, if you shout out your name, then what happens? Your name comes back, right? You can hear the echo of your sound. So that echo is nothing but repetition of a sound that arrives at listener with delay after direct sound. Okay, first of all, direct sound is there, but in that empty space, that sound wave, they incident somewhere, and finally they reflect back, and we can listen that sound waves. We can listen the same words or whatever sound you made again. That is echo. Okay, so repetition of sound that arrives at listener with a delay after direct sound. Clear? So here we complete worksheet questions discussion. If you find any query in these questions, you can drop me a message and I will solve your query. So I'll see you in next video lecture. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you, students.